Every year, billions of worn-out tires get tossed aside, piling up in landfills and leaching toxins into our planet. It's a mountain of waste that just keeps growing. But what if a forgotten car tire, could become this? A stylish, comfortable, and world-renowned shoe. This isn't some marketing stunt or a wild fantasy. This is the story of how one woman in Ethiopia looked at a pile of trash and saw a treasure chest. How she saw not a problem, but incredible potential. It's the story of Bethlehem Tilahun Alemu, who took an ancient craft, a modern crisis, and built a global fashion brand that's completely shaking up how we think about manufacturing. This is the inside story of Soul Rebels. To really get the genius behind Soul Rebels, you first have to understand where it all started. Our story begins in Zenabwerk, a small impoverished community in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. For years, the world's story about places like Zenabwerk was all about poverty and dependence. It was a narrative written by outsiders, focused on aid and charity, completely missing the immense local talent just waiting for a chance. Bethlehem Tilahun Alemu grew up there. She saw the crushing effects of unemployment on her community. She saw skilled, creative neighbors and relatives who couldn't find a way to support their families. This wasn't a problem another donation could fix. It needed something more radical, something that would last. It needed real opportunity. And at the exact same time, the world was grappling with a different but related crisis: our endless cycle of making and wasting. The fashion industry especially had become a massive polluter, churning out disposable products and leaving a huge environmental mess. On the surface, these looked like two separate problems: a community that needed jobs and a planet drowning in waste. But Bethlehem saw a single, elegant solution hiding in plain sight. So, how'd she pull it off? It all began with a simple, powerful idea. Bethlehem didn't want to create another charity. She wanted to build a real business. Her goal wasn't poverty alleviation. She believed that true, lasting change comes from creating prosperity, letting local people grab the reins and write their economic success story. In 2005, with a small bit of capital from her family, she founded Soul Rebels. The name itself is a mission statement, a rebellion against the soulless, faceless grind of global manufacturing and a shout-out to the creative soul of her community. Her vision was crystal clear: use Ethiopia's rich artisan traditions and local, sustainable materials to create world-class products. She looked around her community and didn't see a lack of resources. She saw an abundance. She saw artisans with generations of skill in hand spinning and weaving. She saw a long-standing tradition of recycling old car tires into tough sandal soles, known locally as salate or barabasso. These weren't just quaint hobbies. They were the building blocks for a revolutionary new company. One that would be green by heritage, not because it was trendy. Bethlehem's vision was to take these local assets and compete on the global stage, proving that Ethiopia could export culture and top-quality brands, not just raw materials. The way Soul Rebels makes shoes is a masterclass in sustainability. It's the total opposite of the automated, energy-guzzling factories that define the fashion industry. Every single pair of Soul Rebels shoes is made by hand. And that's not just for show. It's a core part of a production process that is genuinely zero carbon. It starts with the materials, all sourced right there in Ethiopia. The famous soles are cut from recycled car and truck tires, a brilliant move that turns a pollutant into a durable, comfy foundation. The tops and linings of the shoes are made from organic, hand-spun cotton and other native plants like Abyssinian hemp and Koba fiber. These materials are grown without pesticides and processed using traditional tools that have been passed down for centuries. You won't find any giant, power-hungry machines on a Soul Rebels assembly line. What you will find are teams of artisans, spinners, weavers, cutters, and assemblers, every person has a vital role. This manual, artisan-powered approach does more than just slash the carbon footprint. It puts the quality of the shoe, quite literally, into the hands of the person making it. This deep commitment to doing things the right way earned Soul Rebels a massive honor. It was the world's very first footwear company to be certified by the World Fair Trade Organization, WFTO. That certification isn't just a sticker. It's a tough, third-party guarantee that the company is serious about fair wages, environmental care, and total transparency. The biggest impact of Soul Rebels isn't just on the planet, it's on the people. Bethlehem started the company specifically to create good, stable jobs in her community, and the results have been incredible. Soul Rebels is known for paying its employees well, multiples of the standard industry wage and the legal minimum wage in Ethiopia. But it goes way beyond the paycheck. Employees and their families get full medical coverage, and the company provides funds for education. There's extensive on-the-job training which not only preserves priceless cultural skills but also gives workers a marketable expertise. People who were once stuck in a cycle of unemployment now have dignified careers. They're buying homes, supporting their families, and even dreaming of starting their own businesses. This creates a powerful ripple effect that lifts the whole community. Because Soul Rebels controls its own supply chain, from the small-scale farmers growing the cotton to the artisans in the workshop, it has built a self-sustaining ecosystem of prosperity. This is the heart of Bethlehem's philosophy, changing the story from aid to independence, from poverty to prosperity. As Oprah Winfrey once noted, Bethlehem Telahun Alamu is transforming her community and her country, one fair trade shoe at a time. Bethlehem's vision was never just about Ethiopia. She wanted to build a world-class brand from day one. And she did. From that small workshop in Addis Ababa, Soul Rebels has become one of Africa's fastest-growing footwear brands and a global phenomenon. The company's growth has been just as creative as its shoes. Early on, Bethlehem jumped on e-commerce, partnering with giants like Amazon to reach customers everywhere. Today, Soul Rebels has a massive global online presence, and at various times has opened flagship retail stores in countries from Asia to Europe and North America. And the world has taken notice. Bethlehem has been showered with awards. Forbes has recognized her as one of Africa's most successful women and a woman to watch. CNN named her one of the 12 female entrepreneurs who changed the way we do business, putting her in the same league as icons like Coco Chanel. The World Economic Forum chose her as a young global leader. These aren't just personal trophies. They validate her entire business model. They prove that a company can be ethical, sustainable, incredibly successful. Soul Rebels is often called the Nike of Africa, a nod to its status as the first global footwear brand to ever come out of a developing nation. Soul Rebels isn't a company that likes to sit still. Bethlehem is always pushing the envelope of what a sustainable business can be. The company has plans for a new, state-of-the-art production facility that will double as an innovation hub, showing the world Ethiopia's homegrown, zero-carbon manufacturing methods. The goal is to scale up without ever losing the artisan-driven soul that makes the brand special. And Bethlehem's vision doesn't stop at shoes. She has launched other ventures that follow the same ethical blueprint, like the Republic of Leather, a sustainable luxury goods brand, and Garden of Coffee, which supports local growers. She's even launched initiatives in digital payments and banking, all aimed at building a stronger, self-sufficient economic ecosystem in Ethiopia. Now you might be thinking, can a handmade, artisanal model really scale to compete in a mass-market world? But Bethlehem argues that this authenticity is her competitive advantage. At a time when we're all thinking more about where our stuff comes from, Soul Rebels offers something mass production never can: a story, a connection, and a clean conscience. The story of Soul Rebels really is a glimpse into the future of manufacturing. It proves you don't need giant polluting factories and exploitative practices to build a global brand. It shows that waste can become wealth, that ancient traditions can spark modern innovation, and that a business can be a true force for good. Bethlehem Tilahun started with a simple belief, that her people had the talent to create their own prosperity. She rejected the tired old stories of aid and dependency and built a brand that celebrates culture, empowers people, and respects the planet. Soul Rebels is more than a shoe company. It's a blueprint for a fairer, more sustainable world. It's proof that one person's vision can ignite a global movement and change the world, one step at a time. So what do you think? Can more companies follow this model? Let us know in the comments. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories about the innovators building a better future. And if you're curious, go check out Soul Rebels for yourself. Thanks for watching.